When you think about life insurance, what's the first thing that comes to your mind? For me, I think about protection and the transfer of risk. Think about it. You're buying the ability to collect money from a company in the event an unexpected circumstance occurs. This could be medical illness, a car accident, premature death, disability, your home burning down. All of these are tragedies in their own right. These are the reasons why insurance should be protected or why risk should be transferred. But see, here's the thing. There are companies out there who try to sell it for other reasons that really have nothing to do with the tragedies I just mentioned. And why? Because it's profitable, that's why. In this video, I want to give you an accurate picture of what most of the insurance industry is like. I want to shed light on a business where the product is sold more than it's bought. And let me preface this by saying there are a lot of good professionals in this industry who do a lot of good for the clients they serve. But unfortunately, they're the anomaly. And I want all of you to be aware of the big picture that drives the sale of a product to consumers where only a small percentage of consumers actually see the benefit. The point I'm trying to make in this video is that everybody should be doing some sort of insurance planning for their own personal reasons in order to meet very specific needs. And in doing this type of planning, you have one shot at getting it right. And you're doing this for yourself and for your family. So don't rush into buying anything until you've done proper research. And don't make a decision to purchase a product until you feel good about the policy and the agent who's selling it to you. Insurance is one of the financial products diligent and caring people purchase. They purchase it to take care of those they care for the most, and they pray that they'll never have to use it. In other words, it's something that people pay for, which only gets used in the worst possible circumstances. Now, don't take this the wrong way. I'm not saying that insurance in and of itself is bad. It's not. It's a necessity, and in some cases, it's a legal mandate to carry some forms of insurance. And as a responsible parent or spouse, business owner, or just a loving family member, it's your moral obligation to have insurance to protect those you care for. The type of insurance you own is between you and your financial advisor and should always be based on your life circumstances and your financial needs. But this is where the water begins to get a little muddy, and the mud, which can turn a simple and painless process very painful and complicated, that mud is who and how it's sold. And there's basically three ways you can buy insurance. You can buy it directly from the insurance company online or over the phone. You can buy it from a broker who's appointed with many companies and has many options to choose from. Or you can buy it directly from a sales agent who are only appointed to sell the products of the company they represent. And for the sake of our conversation, I'm going to be talking specifically about buying life insurance. When it comes to buying property and casualty, health insurance, disability insurance, 9 times out of 10, you're going to purchase these policies directly from the insurance company or through a broker who's appointed with several different insurance companies. These policies are usually pretty simple and straightforward. You pay a premium, tragedy strikes, and the insurance company pays out a benefit. The pricing is pretty competitive, and when you work with a broker, they will usually work with you to determine your needs, structure the right policy to meet those needs, and to identify the right company and policy that's going to meet your needs and your budget. Now, some life insurance is sold in the same manner, and the brokers who advise their clients using this painless process are usually professional. They keep things simple. They utilize sophisticated technology. They like to ask their clients questions in order to understand their specific needs and circumstances. They're normally transparent about what's out there in the marketplace since they have many options to choose from in solving their clients' needs. And they do much of the shopping for you since they're appointed with various companies. But some of the biggest insurance companies in the nation have an army of sales agents who have a very specific goal to sell you what their company has to offer, regardless of whether or not it's what's best for meeting your needs. These companies usually have one corporate office located in a pretty sizely metropolitan city like New York, and they have satellite offices located across the country, which are staffed with corporate employees who make between 6 and 7 figures per year in income. They usually have multiple recruiters in their office who carry impressive titles like partner or manager. These recruiters usually have a team of agents who work underneath them, who are taught new and creative ways to sell these insurance products, most of the time having little to do with the core needs that insurance usually meets, i.e. using insurance as a savings accounts. Then they're taught how to push this stuff to their friends and family, who typically buy into the complicated rationale set forth by the agent, who they've known and they trust and they've seen in many other walks of life outside of business. And because the income of the insurance agent and their recruiter is primarily based on commission, they will talk and talk and talk about how much more superior their company and their product is in comparison to the rest of the industry, even though across the industry it's all the same stuff. Now, what business model does this remind you of, where a big company hires flashy, well-paid people to run their satellite offices and parades these people in front of those who they are actively recruiting to sell the company's product, basically brainwashing them into believing that everybody should be buying this company's product, regardless of whether or not it's the right thing for them? Who sends their top producing sales agents on lavish vacations, rewarding those who can gather the most money from their clients and give it to the insurance company for a product they can get anywhere at a much better value normally. What kind of business structure does this sound like? These insurance companies have been around for hundreds of years and have perfected their business model for decades upon decades. And as the public has become more informed of their tactics, they too have adapted to blend in with their surroundings, kind of like a chameleon. Most of the insurance companies now own their own investment companies, their own financial planning firms, and even mutual fund companies. And they do this in order to provide their sales agents with fancy things to talk about, flashy things to point out to their clients, and other creative means in order to point their clients back to putting their money into the most profitable and normally the highest commission paying products that the insurance company offers. Ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce you to the term core product. So let me ask you a question. Do you think that a commission-driven salesperson has your best interest in mind, who primarily sells the product of one company and out of hundreds of financial tools out there only talks about one or two of these to their clients? And ironically, their company specializes in these one or two products. And most of the time, they come to the conclusion that these products are best for you without even really understanding your financial circumstances, without asking many questions about who you are and where you've come from and what your needs actually might be. There are a lot of products out there being sold by multiple companies, and most of these products are all the same across the board. Some small nuances here and there, but the biggest difference is usually what you have to pay out of your pocket to get them. Do your homework and do your own research. The financial planning arena can be very, very simple, but unfortunately, greedy sales agents have made it very, very complicated. If somebody is talking to you about putting your hard-earned money somewhere and you don't feel good about it, don't be afraid to ask questions about why they think it's in your best interest to do what they're proposing. And don't be afraid to ask questions about how that person gets paid. And don't buy the old adage that they work for free. Nobody works for free. The difference between somebody who earns a commission and somebody who charges a fee for the service that they provide is that their client actually knows what they're paying for when they charge a fee, and they actually know how much it's costing them. People who earn a commission sell products that are either more expensive than the competition, or they sell products that have inflated and well-hidden fees that are difficult to identify. So think of that commission your agent earns as a fee that you are paying somehow in some way. Don't let them get off the hook until they've told you exactly how and how much they're getting paid. If they don't want to tell you, then that's a red flag that needs to be addressed. And don't be afraid to talk to other agents who provide the same services. Compare what all these agents are proposing and make the best decision that makes the most sense for you and your family. Usually the best decision is the one that is the most simple. If you don't feel good about it, or if it seems too complicated, or if your agent seems uneducated or lacks transparency, then move along. Don't waste your time and money. In future videos, I'll get more specific regarding what agents make when they sell specific products to their clients. This will be a pretty eye-opening video, or series of videos, and you'll definitely want to stay tuned for these. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and click the little bell icon to be notified when we upload future videos. For now, this is Dean with Defending Your Finances. Stick with me and I'll reveal to you the truth that few people know and nobody in the industry talks about. Thank you for watching and God bless.